The Vengeful One. In the small town of Ravenswood, nestled deep within the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, there whispered tales of a vengeful spirit that roamed the shadows. The story began decades ago, when the town was a thriving logging community. A man named Ezekiel Blackwood was accused of a crime he didn't commit, the brutal murder of his own family. Despite his protests of innocence, the townsfolk, fueled by fear and hysteria, formed a mob and lynched him in the woods. As Ezekiel took his final breath, he cursed the town, swearing vengeance on all those who wronged him. From that moment on, strange occurrences plagued Ravenswood. People whispered of seeing a shadowy figure lurking in the woods, its eyes glowing with a malevolent light. Years passed, and the memory of Ezekiel Blackwood faded into legend. But the woods never forgot, and neither did Ezekiel's thirst for revenge. One foggy autumn evening, a group of teenagers decided to test their bravery by venturing into the haunted woods of Ravenswood. Ignoring the warnings of the townsfolk, they laughed and joked as they pushed deeper into the darkness. But their laughter soon turned to screams as they stumbled upon an old, dilapidated cabin hidden among the trees. Inside, they found chilling reminders of a past long forgotten. Photographs of a family torn apart, blood-stained walls, and a noose hanging ominously from the rafters. As they explored further, a sense of dread washed over them. It was then that they heard it, the sound of heavy footsteps approaching from the shadows. Panic set in as they realized they were not alone. In the dim light, they caught a glimpse of him, a towering figure clad in tattered rags, his face obscured by shadows. It was Ezekiel Blackwood, risen from the grave to claim his vengeance. The teenagers fled in terror, but Ezekiel was relentless, his footsteps echoing through the night as he pursued them with a supernatural determination. One by one, they fell prey to his wrath, their screams echoing through the darkness until only one remained. Alone and desperate, the final survivor stumbled upon an old church hidden deep within the woods. With nowhere left to run, they sought refuge within its walls, praying for salvation from the vengeful spirit that hunted them. But Ezekiel was not so easily deterred. With a deafening roar, he descended upon the church, his spectral form twisting and contorting as he sought to claim his final victim. In the end, there was only darkness, as Ravenswood bore witness to the wrath of the Vengeful One. For more scary odd horror stories, please subscribe us.